Welcome to the channel. My name is Ariel and I like to make faith-related videos, lifestyle videos. Many of you know there's currently a war going on in Israel. Israel is God's chosen people, you know, that's God's land, right? So for there to have been an attack, a surprise attack, it blows my mind. It blows my mind, right? Because we're getting to a point where a lot of prophecies in the Bible are coming true, right? We're getting to a point where right now we should not be lukewarm Christians. You know, como muchos saben, ahorita Israel está en guerra. You know, están en guerra y eso es muy triste. ¿Por qué? Porque nos estamos dando cuenta que Dios ya viene pronto. You know, we're seeing that God is gonna come for his people soon, right? Because how are they attacking the Holy Land, right? I saw videos where they're attacking Jerusalem, right? That's Holy Land, you know. So if that's happening, you know, it means that God is gonna come soon. You know, we don't have time to be playing church. We don't have time to not be reading our Bible. We don't have time to be doing what the world is doing. We don't have time to not be living for God. O sea, literal, no tenemos tiempo para no estar viviendo para Dios. Ya va a venir Dios por los que le aman. Ya va a venir Dios por los que viven para Él. We're just gonna go downhill from here. Like, things are not gonna get better. As you guys have seen, you know, they're trying to pass this law where if your child wants to change their gender, if your child wants to change their gender and you don't let them, it's child abuse and they're going to take away your child. Why? Because you're not letting them change their gender. That's the law they're trying to pass. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Like, they're kids. You know, when I was a kid, I wanted to be a veterinarian. When I was a kid, I wanted to be a singer. I wanted to be an actress. Like, kids don't know what they want. You know, their brains are not developed to decide that they want to change their gender. You know, están tratando de pasar esta ley donde si un niño se quiere cambiar su género y el papá no lo deja, el gobierno le va a quitar al papá el hijo y lo va a poner en otro hogar donde sí lo amen. You know, o sea, es un niño. You know, es un niño. Cuando yo era niña, yo quería ser doctora, yo quería ser cantante. You know, a child doesn't know what they want. And the government is letting them change their gender just because a little kid wants to. You know, they're taking away the rights of the parent. You know, that's ridiculous. You know, that's so ridiculous. How far are we gonna get until God comes? You know, and then there's a surprise attack on Israel. Like, that's so heartbreaking. Why? Because I see online all these, like, bodies on the streets. I see how so many people have gotten kidnapped. You know, I see how many people are being held hostage. En línea podemos ver cómo hay tanta gente nomás muerta en las calles de Israel. You know, cuánta hay mucha gente en temor. You know, like, that's so sad. We are so privileged here. You know why? Because we have our Bibles wherever we go. You know, some of us, we have our Bibles dusty. You know, we have the privilege to go to church without them taking the right. We have the right to go to church without anyone telling us not to go. You know, we have freedom of religion when other people don't have that, like we have it here, but we take it all for granted while there's other nations out there suffering. And right now, the best thing we can do is pray. Pray for Israel, you know, and if you're not right with God, this is your time to get right with God. Why? Because at the end of the day, if you don't repent, if you don't change your ways, you know, there's only two places you're gonna go. Either you're gonna go to hell or you're gonna go and spend eternity with God. Right? Why? Because the Bible talks about how our bodies don't belong to us. Our life doesn't belong to us. Why? It all belongs to God. We're here to live for God. We're here to worship God. You know why? Because the enemy only comes to kill, steal, and destroy, right? He wants to come and kill the holy people of God. He wants to steal people's joy. You know, the enemy wants to steal the identity of children. He wants to steal your identity. And he wants to destroy all those people that proclaim the good news. He wants to destroy all those people that preach the gospel, that are out there spreading the gospel, right? Like, we live in a spiritual world. El enemigo solo vino matar, robar, destruir. El enemigo solo tiene 3 cosas que quiere hacer contigo. Y si no puede contigo, va a poder con otro. Si no, por eso es nuestra responsabilidad de ir a decirle a la gente de que si no se arrepienten, o sea, va a venir el juicio. And this is just a warning. You know, like, this is a warning. This is a warning that God is coming for his people soon. This is a warning that we shouldn't be living for our sinful desires. This is a warning that we shouldn't be living to please other people. We shouldn't be living to worshiping other idols besides God. We should be living for God. The more that you fall in love with God, the more you fall in love with what he loves. The more you fall in love with God, the more you start to hate, you know, what God hates. You know, the more that you spend time with God, God will reveal to you the changes you need to make to your life. Yo, I'm not angry. That's just how I talk, okay? Thank you for watching this week's video. Don't forget, pray for Israel. Gracias por ver el video de esta semana y no se les olvide tener a Israel en sus oraciones. You know, Dios nos manda a bendecir el pueblo de Israel. You know, God commands us to pray for Israel. For this week's emoji, we are going to do the purple cross. Para el emoji de esta semana vamos a hacer la cruz morada. Y nos vemos la próxima semana. Bye.